Sundog Denise Loden embodies women's roller jam, but did Mrs. WSL fix the roller derby queen contest?
I had no reason to rig the roller derby queen vote. I'm a better skater and I'm a better person. If I have to prove that in a match race, I'll beat those skanks down.
Did ex-fiancé Sean Atkinson create this rumor?
I just want to get this off my chest. Denise tampered with the results on the computer.
Tonight, the exes meet face to face.
Me and you, we need to take a little break.
You want to call it quits? It's quits! It's over!
Recently, Loden's pent-up aggression has been unleashed upon the WSL. Plus, she's armed with Sean's moves. And her roller derby queen opponents, Amy Craig and Stacey Blitch, are directly in the line of fire. The Quakes battle the Sundogs. Next on Roller Jam. Beautiful shot from high up above Universal Studios here in Orlando, Florida, and that's where we are tonight for the World Skating League and Roller Jam. We're very happy to have you with us tonight as we play this game between the Florida Sundogs and the California Quakes. I'm Rory Marcus, along with Lee Hawk Rearman, and tonight, for the first time, the ex-couple gets back together. Not really, but on the track they will. Sean Atkinson of the California Quakes, Denise Loden of the Florida Sundogs. They used to be a couple, no more. And tonight is the first time they'll be meeting on the track since the breakup.
Well, this festering engagement, which I think is pretty appropriate to call it, officially was broken up the last time we saw these two teams meet. But more importantly, we saw Sean Atkinson challenging the mother of Denise Loden to come get her, called her a floozy, a tramp. He was using everything he could think of to call Denise Loden names. And as if he doesn't have enough with Captain America to worry about on the track, Rory.
And Denise Loden, she had some comments of her own when it was suggested that maybe her teammate Kathy Evangelo was now dating Sean Atkinson. She said, and I quote, "I don't think Kathy Evangelo would stoop that low. He's got enough hooches on his own team to choose from. We're done. What he does on his own time is his business now. We are done."
Well, I'm not going to touch that hoochie comment or hooches or whatever the definition of that is with a 10-foot pole. But Sean Atkinson has always been seen with a plethora of women. Who knows who this guy's going out with? Maybe he's going out with Kenneth Logue.
Whatever you want to call them, they're skaters and they're getting set to come onto the track. And that explosion can mean only one thing, and that is the entrance. Here they come. The California Quake women and the Bod Squad going by. Stacey Blitch puts on her shades and she's ready to go.
Well, she really likes playing to this crowd. She's got the sunglasses on, and then they go with the Quake Shake, Rory, one of my personal favorites.
I'm sure it is, Hawk. Just thank God we never had to see you do it. And here come the Quake men now. Sean Atkinson, of course, the captain of this team, and this is a man who's had a lot on his mind lately, but he looks happy tonight, doesn't he?
Well, similar to Stacey Blitch, he really likes the kids in the arena. I think his hairdresser didn't like him too much, but the Bod Squad and Sean Atkinson, they like to smile, no matter if they're winning or losing.
I don't think Sean spends a lot of time on his hair. Here come the Sundogs. Suzanne Chalene goes by and holds the show up for Denise Loden.
Well, she's still got that tiara on. Nobody's really sure who the roller derby queen is. Hopefully we'll find out here pretty soon. But she says, hey, until that time comes, I am keeping this tiara on my head.
And why not, as she waves to the crowd as well. Denise gives a little glance to Sean. It kind of looked like they nodded at each other. Didn't look like there was too much animosity there, luckily. Now Bill Barker and the Florida Sundogs. The men taking to the track, and pretty soon Atkinson will have his mind on Barker, and at least for the moment, maybe forget about Denise Loden.
Well, you look at the contrast between Barker and Sean Atkinson. In the face of Bill Barker, it's all intensity, Rory.
We'll find out what's on Atkinson's mind right now. He's with Broadway Danny Wolf.
Okay, Attack, gotta ask you, this is the first time you faced the Sundogs since the breakup with Denise on the track, since you called her a tramp.
Let me tell you something, Mrs. Loden. That gold outfit your daughter wears is good. She's a gold digger. I got a lot of money left now that I left her ass.
Let me bring Denise in, if you will.
I ain't interviewing her.
Well, I guess Sean doesn't want to stay here when I interview you, Denise, but he's still hurling the insults at you.
That's no sweat. That's his type of man, insulting.
Well, let me ask you, next week is the roller derby queen elimination match race. 2 of the competitors are on the Quakes tonight. I'm talking about Amy Craig and Stacy Blitch.
You know what, Danny? I've beat them down many times before. I already won the roller derby queen match once, and I'll win it again.
Good luck tonight, Denise.
Thank you.
Roller Rules, brought to you by Dial 1-800-AT&T for collect calls.
There are 4 6-minute periods. The women's skate periods 1 and 3. The men's skate periods 2 and 4. There are 5 skaters per team, 2 jammers and 3 blockers. The blockers wear white helmets. The jammers have the black helmet with the stripe. Points are scored when jammers lap opposing team members. Here's an example of what I was just talking about. The jammer for the green team breaks out from the pack and circles the track. For each member of the red team that he or she passes, 1 point is earned.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your television sets. Denise Loden will be in a gold lime with no number, but she sure is hard to miss. And for the other side, it's Stacy Blitch in her cloud blue ensemble. She packs a wallop into that little outfit.
We're ready to go into period number 1. The women are on the track. And they'll try to settle this on the track. Boy, watch out. Denise Loden, Amy Craig, Stacy Blitch. I have a feeling they'll be at each other's throats all night. And 2 of the bot squad get right out of this jam. Cindy Zimmerman and Jamie Konemak against Kara Friedman of the Sundogs. Friedman's the underdog. And now she's on her back as the bot squad goes on. Konemak and Zimmerman trying to set the tone for this game. Denise Loden goes back there to block.
And Stacy Blitch and Denise Loden are already hammering away as blockers, Rory.
Stacy Blitch gives them a whip, and that puts Loden into the rail.
2 blue.
Round 1 to Stacy Blitch.
2 blue.
She's nodding as though to say, that's right.
Hey,
Well,
she's
if the
really
Florida
good.
Sundogs are a team disunified, these California Quakes, specifically the Bod Squad, are a team unified, led by Stacy Blitch. And Denise Loden's not done.
Now she goes after Amy Craig, who will also be in that roller derby queen match race.
Let's go, helmets on, move, go.
Referee Sean Corbin getting the pack together. Let's take another look at that last jam.
Jammers in the rear.
Well, they call it the Bod Squad
Yellow
double bust.
jammer. Blue
How
jammer.
appropriate when you take a good look at Stacy Blitch. But Denise Loden left on her keister. She's frustrated, Rory.
2-0. The Bot Squad getting the early points on the board for the Quakes. Now Loden in front there, blocking and giving a whip to her teammate and friend Debbie Rice. And Amy Craig goes out with her. Here are 2 of the premier skaters in this league, Amy Craig and Debbie Rice. Craig of the Quakes takes down Rice of the Sundogs.
And sometimes we get so caught up in the blue sequin outfits or the silver limes, you forget how good of skaters they are. Well, you're absolutely right. Amy Craig is as fast as they come, Rory.
Debbie Rice, who just got knocked down, goes back and now she wants to defend. And Suzanne Shalene's going to help her. Suzanne Shalene will be in that mix as well for roller derby queen in the big match race. Denise Loden's waiting. She's on the rail. She signals to Rice.
Oh, wow.
And into the throat of Amy Craig she goes.
1 blue.
Does a
One
little
blue
dance. Has something to say. Slapping her helmet off.
Let's go.
Well, she may have got rid of Sean Atkinson, but she kept a lot of his bad habits. Sean Atkinson created this move called the skyscraper. Well, Denise Loden, ex-boyfriend, Sean Atkinson created it, but she kept it in her menu, Rory.
She would tell you that Sean Atkinson was her bad habit. It's 3-0. The Quakes lead the game. We'll be back right after this. Back in Orlando, Roller Jam Arena, the Quakes and the Sundogs going at one another as you look at Denise Loden working on the Bod Squad as the jam goes on. Jennifer Matthews does a good job and gets out there by herself as she took Kathy Evangelo out of the play. It's been all Quakes in this first period.
Well, the reason Jenny Matthews is out there is because Amy Craig is really smarting on the sidelines at the hands of Denise Loden. This match race isn't until next week, Rory, and she's already trying to stack the deck in her favor by taking out Amy Craig.
Why not? Why not soften them up a little bit? Uh-oh, look out. Stacy Blitz backflips and knocks Loden down. Jenny Matthews gets the point and calls off the jam, but that was incredible. That move by Stacy Blitz. Bod Squad is right. She did a backflip on skates on the track and then jumped up and got Loden. Watch this.
Well, if Denise Loden is showtime, Stacy Blitz is prime time, and what you're looking at is lunchtime. Wow.
.140 left here in the first period. 3-0. The Quakes still lead. It's amazing the Sundogs have not been able to get on the scoreboard. Loden has her hair pulled by Blitz. Amy Craig's out there as well. So's Rice. Craig goes down face first. That leaves Blitz to represent the Bod Squad on this jam. Have you noticed Denise Loden doesn't put the helmet on much anymore? .27 seconds left in the jam. Stacy Blitz looks back, sees Debbie Rice. Amy Craig, all four of them still together. Here's a whip for Loden. And now one for Rice. And a takedown by Loden of both Craig and Blitz. And the Quakes pack comes apart.
Two yellow points.
She is just going after Amy Craig as Denise Loden, Rory. You see Stacy Blitz trying to comfort her teammate. Well, she is on a roller derby queen campaign. You see her take her helmet off so the photographers can get a good shot of her for the press pack. You see her go after one of her competitors in that roller derby competition, Amy Craig. And of course, she has a little good play to the arsenal, but you see Amy Craig right there in pain. This is like the 5th time she's been down on the track, Rory.
The Quakes still have the lead. This is the final jam of this first period with the women on the track. And out there on the jam now for the California Quakes once again is Jenny Matthews. Jenny Matthews being chased by Kara Friedman. And they come together. Friedman, though, goes down. Boy, Jenny Matthews is a good skater, isn't she? But now she comes up to where Loden and Rice are hanging out. Double blocking. They make a good team. Stacy Blitz blows apart that good team.
She passed on the infield. She passed on the infield.
Well, they're not done, Rory.
If fighting is part of the Queen's duties, they're both quite competent.
Well, I think they're exchanging fashion tips. Of course, Stacy Blitz with the blue spring ensemble and Denise Loden in the more appropriate PM evening wear.
And the Blue Clouds got the best of that matchup. That's the end of the period and the score. After one period, as we look at the double block again, and Stacy Blitz blowing it apart.
Well, it's called the Superman. She stole that move from Shawn Atkinson as well. Shawn Atkinson always has an impact both on and off the track in the men and the women's period.
The Yak Attack leads the California Quakes into the second period, but Shawn's going to have trouble with Big Bill Barker and the Florida Sundogs. Don't go away. Jam Arena, quite a first period, a lot of battling going on down there. Denise Loden is like a fighter back in her corner, and with her in the corner is Broadway Danny Wolf.
All right, Rory, thank you. Denise, you're going extra hardcore tonight on Amy Craig and Stacy Blitz. Are you trying to injure them intentionally because you know you got them in the match race next week?
Danny, I'm not trying to injure anybody intentionally. This is the way I always skate. Hard and fast, and if they can't handle it, they need to get off the track.
Shawn says you're obsessed with them, though.
You know what? I don't care what Shawn says. It doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
How could a man with a look on his face like we're going to see from Atkinson right here not mean anything to her?
Well, let's see if he can take a lot of this preoccupation off the track and put it aside for the period and look for Bill Barker, perhaps,
to try to take advantage of a Sean Atkinson who may have his mind on some other things, Rory. We'll see right here in the second period.
And they're off and running as Posse Shalene gets out of there for the Florida Sundogs. Against number 27, Tom Smith. See you later, Tommy. Posse Shalene, who at one time, Hawk, for a couple of games anyway, was on the same line with Esa Tikkanen and the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, you see the powerful skating style he's got. He's trained a lot carrying a stick. Sometimes they say he's a little stiff, but he is just powerful and explosive.
Bill Barker's back there with him. Atkinson to block. Let's see what Barker has in mind to help Shalene. They're going to double up and double team Atkinson and throw him down a track. Shalene gets another one. He goes through the pack and uses his muscle and then calls it off. Atkinson picks himself up.
3 yellow.
3 Sundog points, and they take the lead.
Well, first you see a little bit of that skating style of Posse Shalene, and then right there a little bit of that power. One day, or one jam, he's performing like this, scoring points, making a little roadkill out of Sean Atkinson, but in the next he turns invisible. He's got to get his game together, and I think it's all mental at this point for him because he's got the skills.
It's coming around. If he can dig the puck out of the corner, he can knock Sean Atkinson down in the roller jam. 5-4. The Sundogs have taken the lead in this game. Now the pack forms again, and the black helmeted jammers try to emerge from that pack so they can get out, try and score points. Brian Krebs gets out, and there's Posse Shalene. He wants to go out again. 2 in a row. He uses that right leg, puts it up into the midsection of Krebs. Now he goes low on him and sends him into the rail.
I don't know. If I didn't know better, I'd think Posse Shalene might be making his own case for him to be the roller derby queen. He's a good-looking cat. And I mean that in a purely plutonic sense, Lord knows. But he's come out like gangbusters here, Rory.
His wife, Suzanne Shalene, has a shot at the roller derby queen as well. Atkinson is level, and I mean level, by Bill Barker. It's been a tough night for Sean all around.
And it's only a minute and a half in.
Let's go.
I mean, Captain America, Bill Barker, you watch him. He just gets horizontal here. He starts out vertical, goes horizontal. Hey, Sean Atkinson, welcome to Topeka, Kansas. Welcome to somewhere in Seattle, because I am Captain America from all over, even parts unknown.
6-4. Sundogs have taken the lead, but don't worry about Atkinson. He's as tough as they get out here. He'll be back up. He's already back up, and he's in that pack. Sigmund Williams, one of the great speed skaters you'll ever see. Out there in the jam for the Sundogs, but outnumbered right now 2-on-1. He's hooked up, and he's hip checked down by Eric Slopey. Slopey and Tom Smith now by themselves, and Slopey, the white pony, leaps over the pack and scores.
Well, and Sean Atkinson was responsible for most of that right at the end, Rory.
Oh, he always does. You can count on him. 8-6. He helps the Quakes get the lead. Atkinson, in the tradition of his father and his grandfather and some of the roller derby and roller game greats. He's right on that list. And now, here we go with another jam. Sam Martin slips down. That leaves Tony Santiago out there for the California Quakes.
Well, last jam we saw the white pony with Slopey. Let's see if we see the low rider out of Santiago. Maybe not.
Not when he looks up and sees Bill Barker. That's a low rider. He's riding low right now. Barker didn't waste any time, and now Martin is caught up. Rusty Montgomery will try and stop him, but Barker with a nice whip gets him past and then takes Montgomery down. Montgomery gets up holding his lower back. Whoa, where'd that shove come from? Where do you think? Atkinson. Atkinson and Barker.
Well, you're seeing the contrast of two players that have similar results. But these guys both sacrifice their bodies for their teams, and it's really a ballet to watch many times, Rory.
This is your idea of ballet, Hawk. I don't know. It's 8-7. Posse Shalene, man, he is unstoppable. He's out on another jam. Brian Krebs goes with him for the California Quakes. Posse puts the right leg up, and he's by himself again.
Well, don't forget that Mark D'Amato on this death list quest is saying that English only in the World Skating League. He seems to have lit a fire under Posse Shalene.
Atkinson back to block, and he's got a leg of his own and elbows to go with it. He's going to try and turn Posse Shalene's world upside down.
There was a fire lit under Posse Shalene. It's out now.
Suzanne's concerned, and why not? Barker tries to pick up the fight for his teammate. Atkinson has gone a little crazy here.
Suzanne Shalene looks like she's watching a chemistry experiment. Or she had something bad for lunch. Take your pick. But watch Sean Atkinson. He calls this one the back attack. We're seeing Sean Atkinson moves all over the place. Half of them he's not doing, but they stole from him. But Posse Shalene looks like a bale of hay.
We're tied at 8. Stay with us. We'll be right back to Orlando. Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. You can see the Bod squad spinning and playing down there in the infield. They're having a good time, and so are we. It's been a great game between the California Quakes and the Florida Sundogs. It's been tough, and I thought in the first period that Denise Loden was trying to win next week's match race right now.
Well, I think the two names to talk about in this first half were Denise Loden and Posse Shalene, because Denise Loden, she takes her helmet off, she's posing for the cameras. Of course, she's trying to take out Amy Craig and Stacy Blitch in this quest for the roller derby queen. But you got to talk about Posse Shalene really mixing it up with Sean Atkinson. Sean Atkinson's got a lot to think about off the track, but he also is getting a lot of it from him out here on the track.
I tell you, he took some tough hits, but he got right back up and dealt some out on his own. And in the first period, the women really set the tone with Loden going after Craig and Blitch.
Well, Denise Loden still staking claim to the roller derby queen status she says is hers. Was taking it right to Stacy Blitch and Amy Craig. And we said for Bill Barker, maybe going after Sean Atkinson. Posse Shalene went after Sean Atkinson, but Attack, he had a lot left, Rory.
One little subplot to this game has certainly been the soured romance between Sean Atkinson and Denise Loden.
And we have it from good authority that Sean is dating another skater in the WSL. Let's see if Julie Lynch has found out who it is. Julie?
Just a short while ago, I talked to Quakes Sean Atkinson. He told the nation that he has yet another love interest within the WSL. Well, Sean, I haven't quite solved your mystery yet, but I have narrowed down the field to just a few possibilities. At the beginning of Sean Atkinson and Denise Loden's courtship, the couple seemed destined to last for all eternity. Yet the more Denise came out of her shell, the more discouraged Sean became by her actions.
The only reason I went nuts, Mrs. Loden, is because look at the way your daughter's dressed. You're dressed like a tramp.
The relationship came to a crashing halt out on the track.
I tell you what, Sean, me and you, we need to take a little break.
You want to call it quits?
Yeah, I want to call it
quits. It's over.
I'm
Now Sean claims to have found a new love.
I found someone special. Somebody's been helping me. Yeah, somebody close.
But many suspect he's been secretly dating a bod squatter all along. Sources say Atkinson lobbied vigorously to get the bod squad named to TV Guide's 16 Sexiest Women on Television. Sean also mysteriously surfaced in Los Angeles, where the bod squad coincidentally had a talk show appearance. Could one of these women be the Attack's secret lover? Denise Loden seems to have her suspicions.
Stacy can wear skimpy clothes and it's okay, but I wear skimpy clothes and it's this big deal. Why don't you go over and be with Stacy if you like Stacy so much?
Will Sean ever reveal the truth?
You know, the only one that really knows for sure, well, I guess there are two people that know for sure, Sean and whoever he's dating. Broadway Danny Wolf will try and find out more now he's with Sean Atkinson.
That's right, Rory. I'm going to try to find out right now. The last time we talked to you, Sean, you did confirm that you were indeed dating someone in the World Skating League. Some people thought it was Kathy Evangelo. Someone in the back said for a fact they know it's Faith Urban of the
Faith Urban? Hey, brother, the Yak Attack don't date Ronald McDonald. All right, don't know.
Well, as our good investigative journalist Julie Lynch found out when she was in Los Angeles, she knows for a fact that when the Bod Squad were doing the Tonight Show in Los Angeles, you also were in Los Angeles.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! These are my girls. I was just supporting them. Hey, fans, I was just there to support them. That's all. That's the way, Bod Squad. Oh, Danny!
Well, wait, Attack, really quickly here. Bod Squad's in Los Angeles. You're dating someone in the World Skating League. You check into some
I don't even want
fancy
to talk about
Beverly
this.
Hills.
Hey! I don't even want to talk about it.
Is that a yes or a no?
He may not want to talk about it, but maybe this was his choice in L.A. Stacy Blitch getting ready for the second half, and sometimes the old ways are the best. This is what he had at one time. Not bad. Denise Loden, it's 8-8. We're ready to go into the second half.
Big game between the Sundogs and the Quakes. The women are on the track. Sean Corbin blows the whistle, and away they go. First jam of the second half, and the Bod Squad ready to make its presence felt. Stacy Blitch gets right out there. She's outnumbered 2-on-1, but I have a feeling she might be able to handle it. She's done pretty good in the past. Suzanne Chalene and Kathy Evangelo are with her. And now, Evangelo is over the rail and off the track, and Chalene is with her. Chalene goes down, and that leaves Stacy Blitch.
Well, and people should realize that Suzanne Chalene used to be wearing one of these gold outfits with Denise Loden, but she has said she's taking it off because she prefers to be considered a Florida Sundog, not Denise Loden's puppet in this game she's playing, Rory.
And you know she's also a member of the match race next week to determine roller derby queen. As is Miss Body Beautiful, Stacy Blitch, who's back there trying to score. Loden waits for her. Loden grabs her, and Loden turns her upside down.
But you see her set up by Debbie Rice, and Sean Atkinson once again has an impact indirectly. He calls it the back attack. I don't know what Denise Loden calls it, but I like what she does when she shakes her booty.
Boy, Denise Loden has really taken the shackles off in the last few weeks, and she's gone all out on the track. It's as though her good girl image is kind of coming apart. 8-8 is the score, and she whips her teammate Debbie Rice out there with Amy Craig of the Quakes. Well, I love to see these two skate against one another as the speed picks up. Ooh, Amy Craig goes down, however. And that leaves Debbie Rice trying to break this tie in this game. Loden's back there. Stacy Blitch is there as well. Now let's see what Denise Loden has in mind. Jamie Konomak back to block. And she lifts Debbie Rice right up over the back of Konomak and knocks her down as well. And as Amy Craig goes by, Loden took another shot at her.
And she's not done, Rory. I thought that Denise Loden might be running out of gas after what we saw her do in the first period, but she has picked up where she left off, and she is just wreaking havoc.
9-8. The Sundogs have the lead. Jamie Konomak gets a whip, and she gets out there to jam. She just got knocked down, and she wants to get a little revenge and score some points here. Amy Craig's going to join her. Suzanne Chalene for the Sundogs is double teamed. And they double team to take her out. That leaves Konomak and Craig. I don't know why, but I'm always surprised when I see Debbie Rice go back to block. Maybe because she's such a fast and good skater, but she's strong as well. 15 seconds left on the jam. Craig gets railed. Now Konomak. She can't quite get by. Oh, there's Blitch. Oh, look at that right hand. You see that right fist go right into the back of Debbie Rice?
Well, with Denise Loden in the penalty box, well, actually, she's no longer in the penalty box. Stacy Blitz was taking advantage, but Denise Loden comes right after her, Rory. Woo-hoo-hoo.
That was kind of what they've been waiting for, a little one-on-one battle.
Let's go.
I don't know why she should be mad. She said, Sean can do whatever he wants. I don't care. But now she's going after the Bod Squad.
Well, Stacy Blitz very cognizant of the fact that Denise Loden is in the penalty box. Denise Loden, the one-man wrecking crew mission she's on today in her campaign for Derby Queen.
If toughness won it, you could crown her right now. We're tied up at 9. And by the way, she did wear the crown onto the track tonight, the tiara that was originally given to Lindsey Francis. She said she had it flea dipped and put it back on. We're tied at 9. Jenny Matthews out on the jam. And Jenny Matthews streaks around the track. She got a couple. She's getting some help from Sunderman in there. She's already picked up 3. She called it off, but she got 3 big ones.
And Rory, I really got to think that these Florida Sundogs are in disarray right now. The shenanigans of Denise Loden, we know how great of a player she is, and she's always been the leader both physically and spiritually for these guys, but these Sundogs look like they're a horse without a head.
She does seem to be in it for herself at the moment. Sundog men talking things over as they get ready for the 4th and final period of this game. But we still have some time left in the women's period. 13-9. The Quakes have the lead in the game. And they get the Bod Squad, Stacy Blitz out, and Denise Loden goes with her. Here they go, one-on-one against each other. Next week, they'll go at it in a match race with 3 others. But tonight and right now, it's just the 2 of them. Loden and Blitz, one-on-one. Neither one of them giving an inch. Denise might have gained the upper hand and flipped Stacy Blitz down hard. Oh, she gets that helmet off and makes sure all her teeth are still in her mouth.
Well, she may be alienated her teammates, but she sure brings a lot of her moves to the party. She called that one the whiplash.
She knocked down Brooke Sunderman. She railed Cindy Zimmerman. She puts Amy Craig into the rail and calls off the jam. And this was a one-woman show right there.
Well, there's no fury like a woman scored. And Denise Loden, she doesn't need any teammates. She can do it all herself. And she takes herself and Stacy Blitz onto the floor, Rory. It's all broken loose.
Corbin has the enviable task of wrapping his arms around one of them.
And coming up, the men get back onto the track. Look at Atkinson. He's ready to go, isn't he? Sean Atkinson and the California Quakes against Bill Barker, the silent one, and the Florida Sundogs. Stay with us. Broadway, Danny Wolf.
All right, thanks, Rory. First, Stacy, you and Denise have been going to war tonight. But I'm saying, she beat your butt up and down the track tonight.
You know what? I'm just giving her a little bit of a taste of what's really going to happen. I'm letting her hang in there for a little bit. But the match race, she's got nothing on me.
Well, now that I have all 3 of you together, well, which one of you is dating Sean Atkinson? It's got to be one of you 3.
Hey, does that matter? Does that matter? Let's talk about the game here. That's all that matters right now is the game. No comment. Why are you always in everybody's lives? No comment.
That sounds like a lot of definite maybes from the Bod Squad. Back to you, Rory and Hawk.
Stacy Blitz said the game is what matters, and you know what? She has a point. And I'm sure as Atkinson gets up there to start this 4th and final period, he feels the same way. And there they go. Sigmund Williams trying to bust out of there with that great speed for the Sundogs, and he did it. There's not anybody, I don't think, that can outskate him. Maybe they can outmuscle him, but they didn't do it there, and Sigmund Williams gets out there by himself.
And he was awful quiet in that second period, was Sigmund Williams, Rory. You saw him slip on the track. He may be nursing an injury we didn't know about because he's been all but silent here today.
Sometimes he's too fast for his own good. He's trying to adjust his skate as he skates. That's not a good sign.
But you see a good look at his skating style. When he's healthy, maybe he is or maybe he isn't, but you can really get a good look. Very deliberate, very linear, no wasted movements, and Sean Atkinson wasted him really quick right there.
He's a little less healthy right now than he was a minute ago. And he's about to get even more unhealthy. Whoop! Where'd that come from? Rusty Montgomery was out getting a hot dog, came back in time to trip up Sigmund Williams. Wow.
Interference.
That time, Sean Corbin saw it, and he's going to put Rusty Montgomery in the penalty box. He was laying in wait. He set the trap.
That's like Mark D'Amato. What the heck's he doing?
But now he gets a little time in the box for his efforts, and the Sundogs have a man advantage. Plus, they have a 1-point lead, 14-13. And little Sam Martin, here's another guy that can skate. He gets out there with Eric Sloping. These two can fly. Martin flies through the air and misses the hip check, and now they both go down hard. Martin gets up quickest of the two. Sam Martin with bright red hair underneath that black jammer helmet. And he comes up to Atkinson. Sean Atkinson waits and rips one into the chest. Oh, wow. And then gets ripped himself by Bill Barker and Sean Marshall.
No score! No score! He called it early.
Sam Martin taking a couple of pops on the chin to help set up Sean Atkinson, but there you see the clothesline, the double block. Captain America, Sean Marshall. Hey, Sean Atkinson, how's your throat, my friend?
Denise Loden down there kind of goading Atkinson. She's going to go to the other side of the track and get a few more words in. He says, you know what? That voice. That's why we broke up, baby. Quit talking to me. Atkinson trying to concentrate on the game, if he can. And the Quakes down by 1. Into the rail for the California Quakes goes Tom Smith, and that's Bill Barker who's jamming.
And he's got a jammer helmet on. Captain America, always wanted to get it done. He leads by example. We talked about how he doesn't say too much. His team needs him. And he comes to the forefront after getting popped all night by Sean Atkinson. He's got a jammer helmet on, Rory. Great job. I love this kid.
Bill Barker, I would bet you $1 to a dime, might find Atkinson back there when he gets to the back of the pack. But no, not this time. Rusty Montgomery is going to take up the defense instead. Atkinson's gone out of the pack. I think he might be setting something up here. As Barker comes around, Atkinson grabs him. Oh, Atkinson with the assist from Montgomery. They leveled Barker. That was a rocket launch. He wanted to do it again, but he slipped off the rail.
Well, Sean Atkinson always one for the theatrical.
Let's go, let's go.
He's gone to get a bench.
Well, he's doing his little impersonation of home improvement here. Oh, my goodness.
That's his impersonation of the great Ronnie Raines, in case you didn't know. Sean Atkinson is a lot like the old psycho Ronnie Raines, and he's going to go into the penalty box. But he made his point with that bench, I'll tell you. Atkinson flies through the air. Here he comes. He launches himself. Knocks Barker down and goes down himself as we go to commercial with the score. Sundogs, even though they look flat on their back, Atkinson has a place to sit in the penalty box. It's 15-13 Dogs. Penalty box. Denise Loden is skating with the men's team.
Well, Sam Martin is furious. He wants to skate. He can't see why Denise Loden is out there. We saw this a couple of occasions last year where they didn't have enough men to field Rory, but they got plenty of bodies. I think she's just out there trying to draw more attention to herself.
If anybody can pull it off, though, I think it would be Denise. Posse Shalene gets out there again for the Sundogs. He's had a big game tonight. He's against Eric Slopey and Brian Krebs of the Quakes. And Shalene puts himself up and over the rail. Gets back quickly. You can hit that guy in the stomach with a shovel.
There's the white pony. There's the white pony. Hey, Slopey, you got to win a game, son.
Look who's back to block.
Oh!
Loden. Playing like a man. So long, Denise.
That's a girl.
Rusty Montgomery took Denise Loden out as though to say, what do you think you're doing out here? at Denise Loden. The men's team, Sean Marshall's down there saying, what are you doing? Sam Martin, what are you doing? But she says, I'm coming back out and give me a Jammer's helmet.
Well, and remember, Sean Atkinson spent that last jam in the penalty box. I don't know if I want to be Sean Atkinson right now, Rory.
Denise's team, the Sundogs, down by 2 as we go into the last jam of the game. Can she possibly win this game for the Sundogs going against the men? They sent her out. Atkinson called his jammers back. He wants to go one-on-one against his ex-fiancée.
Oh, my
Loden's the
goodness.
only jammer out there, and Atkinson's going back to block and protect a 2-point lead.
Toss out the rule book, people. This is just playground violence coming right at you.
The Quakes had 2 jammers out by themselves, and Atkinson called them back.
And you can toss out the anatomy chart, too, because it's boys and girls.
I bet they've wanted to do this for a long time, and now they can do it on the track. Atkinson rips into Loden with the elbow. Waits for her again and gives her another shot. He says, come on. You can read his lips. Come and get it. Now Loden is going to be turned around. Spun upside down.
Oh, goodness. And Stacy Blitz is beside herself. No! Don't.
Oh, look at this.
No. Oh, my gosh. Oh, shit. I can't believe this, Roy.
I think the wedding's officially on.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Atkinson.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
He's not going to hang around to celebrate.
Oh, my gosh, I love it.
You talk about teaching somebody a lesson. Loden thought she could win the team, win the game for her team, came out with the men, and winds up flat on her back.
Well, she may have stolen a lot of his moves. He's got her by the throat. He's got her on the back attack. He probably enjoyed the face full of crotch, but you see the demise of Denise Loden in the aftermath. Oh, my gosh, Rory. I thought I'd seen it all until I saw this.
Well, Denise Loden has felt it all, I guess. She's recovered. She's with Broadway Danny Wolf.
All right, Denise, you guys are on the verge of victory. You were in front, and then you put yourself in the game, and then you lost. What was that?
You know what, Danny? The Sundogs are so used to losing, I didn't think it would matter anyway. Me and Debbie Rice are the team. Without me and Debbie Rice, they're nothing. They got the same invitation to the party as we did. They choose not to come every week, that's all.
Denise, how are you feeling physically? I mean, you've got to be in a lot of pain. What Sean did to you was unprecedented.
Yeah, it is, and it did hurt a lot, and I can't believe he would do that to a woman, but if that's the way he wants to play, that's fine.
How about the emotional pain? Your team lost the game. They're all yelling at you. They're cussing at you. They said you cost them a victory. What do you have to say, Denise? This is unbelievable.
There's no emotional pain here. Like I said, by now the Sundogs should be used to losing. I come out here week after week, and I give the same speech about how we're going to go home and we're going to work hard and we're going to come back with a new game plan. Well, I'm tired of it. I'm not going to give that speech anymore. The Sundogs suck.
All right, congratulations.
So she grabs Debbie Rice by the arm and says, come on, Debbie, let's go. And out goes Denise Loden. She's had a tough time of it lately.
Well, Rory, I've heard of team dissension, but this is a new low for the Sundogs.
You think Sean's dating one of those? We'll find out, I'm sure, in the coming weeks. Thanks for being with us tonight as the Quakes win it. We'll see you again next time on Roller Jam.